Hello, and welcome to Financial Fluence. And don't you agree that being broke sucks? Especially when social media reminds you of what you're missing. Money is a nemesis for most of the world's people. We may only spend $2 to $4 per person every day. These strategies should help you ditch your broke lifestyle. Let's look at some bad behaviors to avoid poverty. Number 1. Spending too much time on social media. Social media helps businesses and creates social trends. We've seen things sell out in hours after a celebrity posted about or wore them. Facebook and Instagram spread news quickly. Wondering why it's on our list? Because adults spend 3 hours and 15 minutes on their phones. It excludes another hour of TV and laptop use. That's 5 hours out of your daily 24. After so much screen time, you're depressed because you can't live like your buddies. You're broke despite draining your account to build a false life. Break this habit to improve your finances. Budget for fun and don't go overboard. Before your pocketbook begs you to stop, learn to decline social invitations. Don't worry about losing friends if you decline an impulse trip, because your admirers will appreciate your decision. Number 2. Procrastination. The brokenness cocktail includes procrastination. It starts with the snooze button. 5 to 30 minutes in bed costs money because you can't do everything. You procrastinate and end up with too many undone tasks. Anxiety and depression develop. You feel numb and can't do usual tasks. You should secure your finances today. Plan your goal attainment. Keep your word. You're getting closer to financial freedom by investing and saving more. Automate long-term investments, savings, and emergency funds. App tools make it easier to track all this. Or even direct deductions from your paycheck. You'll escape poverty with that. Number 3. Give up your need of doing everything. Have you ever been in a scenario where you're overburdened with work that may be delegated to others, but you insist on completing them on your own? I used to be a victim, but following a general audit, I decided to stop. Overburdening oneself with numerous duties that would not be accomplished on time, or even worse, not crisply, has cost me a lot in the past. Luckily, I've learned the art of concentrating on what I can manage, and I did it by acknowledging that I have no power over what is beyond my control. You'll be able to better prioritize and get greater results once you know what's under your control and what's not. Please give it a shot and let us know how it goes. Number 4. Stop multitasking. Multitasking appears to be a speedier approach to completing activities. Yet in most cases, we deliver less than planned. Let no one convince you otherwise. The mind is meant to process and focus on one activity at a time. Being completely focused on one activity is essential, and it has proven to be the most effective way to achieve success. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this: always choose self-discipline before motivation or whatever else you consider urgent. When you can make judgments based on self-discipline rather than motivation, you'll have reached the pinnacle of financial freedom. Number 5. Credit card purchases. Did you know that an average American has 4 credit cards? Experian's 2019 Consumer Credit Review says so. Many people have become accustomed to buying things they can't afford. Credit Buy is a soft loan made to consumers who progressively accrue credit debt from unpaid loans. Lower income earners are the most devoted credit card users, followed by middle income earners who utilize the money to pay for basic needs, like electricity or gas. This is the first of many expenses and purchases. Here's a night out. There's a vacation you can't afford. New clothing? A new bag you don't need? Then you have so much debt you can't pay it off. To avoid this, make a monthly budget. It reduces overspending. It maintains a low debit to credit ratio, preventing credit card maxing. Make timely payments to avoid interest charges. Handle credit cards responsibly. These guidelines will fill your pocketbook quickly. Number 6. Always look for someone to blame. We've all blamed others for our problems. We blame the government for our late loan payments, joblessness, and failed business. They may be partially responsible, but not altogether. We must own our mistakes. This will motivate us to fight for what we have every day and not give up, because there's no one else to blame but yourself. You'll get your affairs in order and even structure your funds. Giving up the victim mindset will free you from expecting rescue. You'll make decisions about finances, health, and spending more seriously. No more procrastination. This insight will improve your finances and lifestyle. Number 7. Relying entirely on motivation rather than discipline. The term motivation is derived from the word motive, which basically means wanting or needing to modify one's circumstances. Motivation is undeniably important in reaching our objectives. Unfortunately, it's a transitory and unreliable feeling because it doesn't happen every day. Self-discipline is necessary. To get paid, you must go to work every day. Without wanting to, open an emergency fund, savings account, and retirement account. No matter how tedious it is, create a budget and track your finances. Self-discipline is the main difference between the rich, the middle class, and the poor, according to Robert Kiyosaki. Rich people won't wait to learn about money to avoid poverty. They'll do what's needed to attain their aim. Number 8. Cut off toxic people from your life. According to studies, we are the average of the 5 individuals we spend the most time with. Examine the people you associate with and classify them as either focused or poisonous energies on your own. It's difficult to break old habits, and it's even more difficult to cut ties with old friends who we feel we can't live without, right? The truth is that if we associate with people who lack standards, we will eventually lose our own. It's impossible to dream of success while surrounded by failures. Remember that only those who seek it will find it. With this in mind, examine the circle around you to see if it needs to be cleaned up. Number 9. Committing to things that aren't going to help you achieve your goals. Yes, we want you to play superhero and help everyone. But sometimes the things we commit to don't advance our goals. Everyone will need your support, but make wise decisions. A simple yes can ensnare and derail you until it's too late. Choices determine success or failure. Remember that our choices made us who we are today. Consider your life choices and tell me if I'm lying. To be successful, we must be willing to sacrifice and know when to say yes or endure the consequences. Number 10. Give up the short-term mindset. We're all habitual. We often go into a YOLO haze when we do things only to live. Time and money planners acquire a particular mentality. For us who live for now, poverty is inevitable. How can you dream of achieving without planning? Only a madman would do it, and your dream will stay a virtual reality. Nothing comes easily, so prepare and work hard for success. Smart people avoid short-term thinking because success takes time. That being said, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you had fun and learned something from it. Don't forget to like it, subscribe, and click the notification bell. And leave your thoughts in the comment section below. That's all for now, and I'll see you again soon.